Hey guys, I'm excited about today. Today finally I'll give you the last 4 videos. It's all been about the guitar and all introductory stuff for you. So today we're finally going to pull the cover off of this hard top and take it for a ride. I'm going to show you songs in the key of G. Well, I'll show you the key of G, show you the chords in the key of G. Now, the 3 chords I'm going to show you today are going to be the 3 major chords, which are G, C, and D. Now, there's been 1,000 songs, and especially if you're of the country genre, there's been thousands of songs wrote with just those 3 chords, and a lot of them today still use those 3 chords. Sometimes they capo them up to where they sound a little bit higher or whatever, but they're still using the same chords. So learn these. These are going to be the basis of where you're going to start from. Like I said, not even country, but there's been a lot of rock songs wrote with those 3 chords as well. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to teach you the 3 chords. There's going to be the G, C, and D. And then I'm going to come back in the next couple of days, give you enough time to digest them and have them where you can change from one to the other real fast. Then I'm going to introduce you to the minor chords in the key of G, so that you'll have a full repertoire and you can play pretty well any song you want to play at that point in time. Which is, like I said, that's what you want. You want to get started and you want to play songs that you want to play, not songs you got to play because they're in some book somewhere and that kind of thing. So first thing we're going to do is get down, since we're in the root of the key of G, put your first finger on the fifth string, 2nd fret, second finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and you take your ring finger and you put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and it should sound something like that. So that's your G. Like I said, that's going to be your root. That's where you're always going to come back home to that one particular chord. Typically, my rule of thumb, usually 99% of the time, if it's in the key of G, the song will end in the key in the chord G. So that's not always true, but 90% of the time that's the way it is. It's always bringing you back home. Now your 4 chord in there is going to be a C. So it's on your 2nd string, 1st fret, 4th string, 2nd fret, and your 5th string on your 3rd fret. Sound like that. Then it's 3rd string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, and 1st fret, 2nd string. Okay, the next one is probably one of the most easiest ones, and this one here, you can actually move this as long as you're not playing but the bottom 3 strings, but this is your D chord. So you take your first finger, put it on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, put it on your 2nd fret, your 1st string, and your 3rd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. And this song, this chord here is a D, and Sweet Home Alabama starts with this. Can't You See starts with this. A lot of good songs start with the D chord. So make sure that you learn that good. And there's other changes that you can make to this to dress it up. We're not going to go into that right now, but we're going to let you know that there are those 3 chords are your 3 major chords in the key of G. So you have G, C, G. So those are your 3 major chords. Now practice them and get them to change from one to another. Go to probably Ultimate Guitar tabs under chords and find some songs you like, and you can change the pitch, and sometimes you can change it and find a song that just has those 3 chords in it, and that way you're playing something you want to play, not something you have to play. So that's the key to it. Like I told you in earlier videos, I grew up with a book with Red River Valley and North Susanna in the Beatle days, and that wasn't something that a teenager wanted to play at that point in time. So, but there was not a whole lot of stuff available. The only thing available in my neighborhood was piano sheet music, and you had to change that around to be able to play it on a guitar. And like I said, then there wasn't a whole lot of that. So with that in mind, now I'm going to show you a couple of quick songs in the key of G. I'm not going to go into them in detail, and some of them may actually have more notes in them, but you can get by with these chords. The first one I'm going to show you is an old country standard. It's Good-Hearted Woman. She's a good-hearted woman, love is the good thing. See, loves her in spite of her deep way she don't understand. And so you can practice that. That gives you a good change over from one to the other. And then there's also this next one is Brown Eyed Girl. It goes from G to C, back to G, back to D, and it's repetitive throughout almost entirely the whole song. There is one minor chord that they throw into it, but like I said, for today's lesson and get you playing something that you may like to play, it'll get you in the ballpark, and you could even blow it by without using that chord. But like I said, next couple of days I'm going to put the other chord up for you so that you'll be able to gravitate toward the minor chords. And believe it or not, the two minor chords are probably easier than any of these major chords. So stay tuned for that. And if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button downstairs and hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. But here's Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, when we go, day where the rain came, down in a hollow, playing a new game. So you see, that's just the same song, and it revolves around the root chord, which is G. So you're doing G to C, G to D, G to C, G to D, basically for the entire song. Now another song is Can't You See, which starts off in a D. Now it's got a more complicated version, but I'm not going to play that right now because I don't want to complicate things with you. But that's Can't You See? It's D, C, G, that's D, C, and G. It's the same chords I just showed you, and it's kind of in a reverse order, but you see it always goes back to the home chord of G. Like I said, that's not always the case, but it's a pretty good barometer to go by, so that if you hear a song end and it ends in a G, typically you know, hey, I've got a G, C, and D in there somewhere else. So use that. The other thing is Wonderful Tonight. It's got another chord in it, but you can blow by it and just use the major chords for right now. So it's G, D, C, C, so that just goes to G to D to C to D to C. And so, like I said, this gives you something to train going backwards and forwards between the chords, because you're going to have to get the timing down where you can change those chords fast so that you can play these songs. Like I said, start with some songs that you don't have to change as fast, and do it at your own pace. Learn everything slow, and then pick up your speed as you become comfortable with changing chords and getting that kind of thing. Like I said, the key of G is probably, in my opinion, the most prominent, more well used probably than anything else, other than the key of A and E. You get into more rock and roll, you'll get into more A and E, but don't let that steer you in that direction. Let's get the key of G, get it down, learn all this open chords. Then I'm going to teach you the two minor open chords. And then we'll either go to a key of A or a key of D next, something that you can use some of these chords that you've already learned, and move forward with that. So hopefully this has been a help to you. Like I said, if it has, please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. I love helping people learn how to play the guitar, and it's something that everybody can do. You know, like I said, there's been people tell me, I tried it once, I can't do it. Pick you a good guitar, one that you can chord relatively easy. There's none of them going to be so easy that it's not going to hurt your fingers if you're not willing to put in the time. But now, put in the time, dedicated to at least an hour a day, where you can sit down and go through these chords and get the hang of it. Like I said, go on ultimateguitartab.com and find you some songs that you like, whether it be country, rock, indie, whatever, and learn to manipulate around those chords, and you'll do well. Like I said, the main thing is staying inspired. If you're going to play songs that you don't know or you don't like, you're never going to be inspired. So find your songs that you do like in this key of G. Let's get this key of G down. Work with me on this, and we'll get you out of there, and we'll get you into making music with your guitar and make a musician out of you. So look forward to hearing from you. Like I said, if you got any comments, leave them below. I'll answer all comments, good, bad, or otherwise. I know I'm old, I know I'm fat, and my voice is gone. But other than that, I'm willing to teach you and willing to show you everything I can do to help you along in your journey. So y'all have a good day, and thank you very much. Bye.